Mike, you got a time check?
Yeah. Do you?
Yeah. What time is it?
Well, at the time of this recording, it's 5:49 p.m.
That's weird. Because my watch is saying it's bad bitch o'clock. It's thick 30, and it's time for another episode of the Funny Business Podcast. Mike clearly has listened to Lizzo's new song. Welcome back, everybody, to yet another banger of an episode, just like Lizzo's banging new song. It's time to have a great day, and it's time to start another episode of the Funny Business Podcast. Mike, did I throw you off for a loop there?
I'm disappointed.
Why?
So original. No, I'm kidding.
Don't even tell me you don't like the song.
I listened to it a little bit this morning. Think it's too short. I think we could have gotten a little more bop to it, but I think it was good. Matt, have you been finding yourself listening? Actually, no. I'm sorry. I'm going to rephrase my question again. Have you been finding yourself finding out about music first through TikTok, then when it's officially released?
Yeah, a lot.
Starting to become pretty scary.
Yeah, it really is. Jack Harlow's First Class song I saw on TikTok before. Yeah, no, it's crazy how much TikTok has like changed the music industry.
Mm-hmm. Drake, Lizzo, Jason Derulo.
Yep.
The king of TikTok music.
Jason Derulo.
Charlie Puth.
Yep.
Right.
And Benny Blanco.
Yes.
Yep.
And then Big Booty mixed too. Two friends.
Yeah, a little bit. I haven't seen a whole lot of them. Yeah,
a little bit here and there.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to answer your question, things are well, Matt. It's another episode. It's another great time with my best friend in the whole wide world. We had a little after pod before pod last night. It was probably the first time in 6 weeks that we were able to actually just casually talk to each other.
Yeah, pretty much.
So we ended up getting on for a couple games of Fortnite. However, based on 6 weeks since the last time we played, we didn't do so well.
As expected, I think. I think we played adequate to not playing for 6 weeks.
Yeah. Hey, that's a win. That's a victory royale for us.
Absolutely.
And then we were trying to hop on Rocket League. Matt's game wasn't updated, so we were having to wait for the update. So we were just like on Discord while I was playing. Matt and April were together. We're having some pretty interesting conversations. I'm just gonna keep it to the before pod of the after pod.
Yeah, it's a bro moment right there.
A bro moment plus April. So
plus April.
That...
Well, let's just keep it private.
Is it a threesome?
No. God damn it.
Let's say you start a podcast, or you're running your own side hustle and have a bunch of links that you want your audience to know about. As a podcast, Matt and I have all of our social media, all of our podcast links, and other important things. Make it easier for your followers to find your important links, social media, and latest content by having it all in one page with Solo.to. I'll be honest, I have used similar websites like this, but nothing compares to Solo.to. All of your links are clean and easy to navigate. Have an upcoming video? It's really easy to make those changes. Plus, Solo.to has opportunities to upgrade to include more customization, advanced analytics, and so much more. Solo.to is giving us a special opportunity for you to get 10% off if you create an account and upgrade. Be sure to go to solo.to/funnybusiness to create your account today.
That's funny. But yeah, no, I enjoyed our conversations. How much did you have to drink the night we talked?
I didn't have that much to drink. Okay. I was not 100% sober, but I wasn't like plastered or anything.
Yeah.
Feeling good.
No, April, on the other hand. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, I can't speak for her.
I know you can't. Yeah, so it was a great time. Matt, let's jump into today's news story that I found.
Yeah.
Matt, when was the last time you went to Taco Bell?
Oh, man. I don't think I've been to Taco Bell in 2021. Nah, that's not true. I think April and I got it once. Yeah, we did. I'm going to say back in like February, I think.
Okay. So we know that Taco Bell is responsible for some bathroom humor. Let's put it that way.
Mm-hmm.
When someone consumes Taco Bell, it ends up being that they have a very nice long time in the bathroom excreting the waste that is Taco Bell into the toilet.
I can confirm. Yeah.
I thought to myself, I'm like, should I ask Matt what his like aftermath of like eating Taco Bell is? I'm like, that's too front forward. That's too forwarding. That's too, yeah.
It doesn't happen every time. Sometimes I'm fine. Sometimes it's, okay, here we go.
Now, Matt, obviously with the toilet humor, there comes that people are destroying the toilet, or, the toilet's clogged, or the toilet's just messed up. Matt, I saw this news article and I saw a picture of it, and I thought at first it was going to be a Taco Bell joke, but it actually happened.
Oh.
So this is a toilet story, believe it or not.
I'm ready.
So firefighters with the, Okmulgee or Okmulgee Fire Department were called to the scene of an incident at an apartment building on Wednesday night after a bolt of lightning traveled through the exhaust vent and shattered a toilet in one of the units.
There's no shot.
There is 100% shot in that.
Are you serious? That actually happened?
I'm 100% dead serious.
That's crazy.
No one was injured, thank God. But the toilet was, quote, severely damaged. Fire Chief Dwayne Hurt wrote in a statement shared with the news company. So Matt, it literally the toilet bowl shattered. There literally was black marking on where the toilet seat was and where the lightning traveled through. Yeah, it was a mess.
That's like something that I wouldn't even think could happen. Like if you tell me to think of the weirdest thing that could happen to you on the toilet, I don't even think that's a scenario that pops in anyone's head, that a bolt of lightning travels through and breaks. There's no shot. Like this has to be some like Thor, God of Thunder shit or something.
I'm trying to put it in our chat of our recording mix, but that's the Google image that was fact checked and verified. That's what it looked like.
My God, that did shatter.
Right? Did shatter. It looks
weird. Is the tank is fine in one piece?
I think there's probably something muddled up in the inside of it.
I would imagine. That's insane. Thank God no one was sitting on it.
Yeah. Like, could you imagine, do you ever have the fear, public restroom, do you ever have the fear of an animal or an insect coming from the toilet or sitting around?
Yeah, because I've seen stories in Australia where snakes just come up out of the toilet and bite you right in the ass. Honestly, and I'm not gonna lie, once in a while, I'll be on the toilet, that thought pops in my head and I get freaked out. At least 2 or 3 times a year. I'll be at home. I'm like, what if a snake pops up right now? I'm like, Matt, I live in Pennsylvania. There's probably no snake in there, but I can't rule it out.
I always think I'm more terrified of spiders. Like a spider just starting to crawl and
yeah, then you can't think about it because then you start to feel itchy and then you're like, oh my God, is there actually a spider? Did I just manifest this? What's going on here?
And it's I didn't even finish going to the bathroom yet. I still need to go.
Yeah, that's the worst part. You get in your own head.
Yeah, so I'm very happy no one was hurt, but could you imagine somebody sitting on this toilet? It'd be the most electrifying shit you ever took. Or pee.
Literally. Yeah, that's true.
Keep it inclusive.
Right. Hey, sometimes guys sit to pee sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes you're so drunk that you can't stand up, so you gotta sit and pee.
Or you're just really tired and you're like, you know what? I don't feel like standing right now. I'm gonna sit and pee. No one's gonna know. Except I just told the entire world that sometimes I sit and pee. And I'm not mad about it. So listen, sometimes you get tired. It's been a long day. You just want to sit down and relax. It happens.
Mm-hmm. Now, Matt, if we had to, let's say, play a game of fate, Where else would we not want lightning to go through our household?
The shower, bathtub.
Agreed.
Yeah. That's why they tell you not to shower during thunderstorms, because it could happen.
I don't know if that's completely factual or not.
I think so. I think after hearing this story, absolutely.
I'm going to Google it. Anywhere else, Matt?
I don't know. Maybe like when you open the refrigerator or the microwave.
Could you imagine like opens up and it's just like lightning, like like Emperor Palpatine, like just lightning just going out and like hitting you?
You open the oven door and the chicken's just like, the chicken comes to life.
And it becomes the life. So this is by the CDC, our good friends, the CDC.
Yep.
Is
lovely.
it safe to take a shower or bath during a lightning storm? No. Lightning can travel through plumbing. It is best to avoid all water during a lightning storm. Do not shower, bathe, wash dishes, or wash your hands.
Mm-hmm.
CDC is nasty.
Yeah.
They don't want to wash their hands.
Always wash your hands. Always.
It's kind of gross.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, no, I never ever take showers during thunderstorms or lightning storms. I don't really know like what I do during a thunderstorm when I'm home alone or like just home and like not doing anything. I kind of just like chill. Like I usually try to stay off my PlayStation during thunderstorms because if it shuts off the power, messes that up. Yeah, you usually kind of just stuck to just like watching TV.
Well, if the power goes out, aren't you?
Well, I'm saying during a thunderstorm. Before the power goes out, you just watch the TV. Then the power goes out. Then you're like, well, this sucks. You got to light some candles. You got to find something how to entertain yourself because you can't use all your phone battery because you can't charge it.
Did I tell you the middle of a working event, my power went off at my house and I was working from home?
Oh, no.
Actually, 2 occasions my power has gone off. The first one being a Zoom call. So we were inviting external people to an event and we just finished the beginning presentation and we send them all off to breakout rooms. So I sent everybody out to a breakout room and all of a sudden my power goes, goes completely off. And I'm thinking to myself, oh my God. I said, and I was the host at the time. I'm like, did everyone get kicked out? Did the Zoom call end? Thankfully, what happened was I made other people co-hosts. So they didn't lose their power. And then thankfully, the Zoom call was still going on.
Good. Love that. Smart. Good planning on your part.
I always do that now, but unless I'm actually at work, like I will give somebody co-hosting responsibilities if I'm home at my apartment.
It's just smart to do.
My second occasion came up when I was working an event that was a 24-hour challenge. And it was like 5 o'clock. My power went out at 5 o'clock. And the challenge was you had to reach a certain amount of people before 11:59 p.m. My power was out. I did not get any emails. I did not get any updates. I was literally sitting in the frickin' dark for this event. Like literally. And I was just absolutely terrified. I'm like, I don't know if it was obviously like a marketing ploy. Like, I don't know if I should post more. I don't know if I should stop. I don't know if I should reach out to somebody else and saying, hey, like, can you post this for me? Because I can't, like, it just was a complete disaster. But how close have you ever been to lightning, Matt?
Like in my life? Anywhere? Ka-chow.
Ka-chow.
That's a good question. I can't think of anything off the top of my head. I don't think I ever got like super close. I mean, I've seen lightning like close or like big lightning bolts, but I've never come like, oh wow, that was really close. Like I don't think I've ever had that scenario.
Yeah. Well, lightning doesn't strike twice in the same spot.
That's true. My grandfather was driving a car once and his car got struck by lightning.
Really?
Yeah, it's crazy.
How was that? Did he feel anything? Did he feel a difference? Like, obviously, like it's safe to be in your car because the rubber actually absorbs the shock.
Yeah, he was fine. Obviously, he knew his car got struck by lightning, but I think the car was actually okay and he was fine. So it wasn't anything major.
Right. I remember I was in Citizens Bank Park down in Philly, and it was our first Phillies game ever and our last Phillies game ever. It was a gift, and of course we went graciously. We were in center field. We were walking around. We were in center. No, we were behind home plate, and all the way out in center field, big lightning struck. Like you saw this like big strike of lightning hitting the top point of that bell tower.
Oh, the bell.
The bell.
Mm-hmm.
And like you just stadium dead silent. Like because it was so close. Everybody's like, what? And then it started pouring. And then we were, thank God we were underneath the home plate because, we were under the stands and we were under, some cover. But my goodness, like that was kind of freaky in my opinion.
Yeah, no, that is crazy. I remember one time we were practicing. I was probably in like 10th, 11th grade for baseball. We just had to practice in the middle of a thunderstorm. It was lightning, thunder. Coach didn't give a crap.
What?
We were either. Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, we were taking batting practice and everything. Oh yeah.
And you were with aluminum bats, right?
100%. Yeah. No, he did not give a crap.
He might as well just have a drill. All right, everybody, run out in the outfield. Hold up your bats as high as you can. First one, get electrocuted. Doesn't have to do practice anymore.
Yeah.
What the hell?
That was probably the craziest lightning story I've had.
That's no.
Hey, I survived.
I'm glad you did, Matt. But like,
Thank
still, total. I don't know. Misjudgment.
My mom wasn't thrilled, to say the least. Yeah. But here we are,
alive and well.
Something like that.
Oh man, yeah. We were actually playing a soccer game. And it was a varsity game, so I was a freshman. So this is only by watching it because, usually freshmen don't play varsity as much. And we were just getting the motion. Like we were just getting like the momentum to like beat this team that pretty much so beats us every time. This season, on the other hand, we actually won against them for like the first time in like 16 years. So this was us being away at their place. And they were only winning 1-0, and then lightning struck. And actually a siren went off because apparently some type of weather siren went off. And all I just remember, our captain of the soccer team was like, everybody get your stuff and head to the bus. And then we head to the bus. And then, of course, it starts pouring. And then lo and behold, they canceled the game because they were already in the second half and we lost to them. But by a rain cancellation.
Yep. That's the worst. Yeah. That's bullshit.
Disappointing. So disappointing. Yeah, I hated it. But it's funny. When I was at a softball game a couple weeks ago, we were like waiting for the weather and it started raining. They're like, oh, when are they going to cancel? I'm like, probably when they see lightning, because that's a big no-no and everybody goes to the dugout when lightning strikes.
Yeah, no, you can't mess around with that stuff unless you're my coach.
Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, unless you're my coach and makes us practice in a thunderstorm.
Do majors follow that protocol too?
Yeah, I think so.
Or minor league, I should say.
Yeah, to a degree. There's no like set rule on like when you can and can't play. It all depends on conditions of the field, what the forecast looks like, travel schedules. If it's the last time a team comes here this year, they got to try and wait as long as they can to play. It's not really up to the teams. It's more so up to the league. A lot of people don't know that. So like when the Yankees have a rain out, it's not the Yankees making that decision. It's Major League Baseball. And the umpires have a big say in it as well. So there's a lot of factors that go into it.
Interesting. Yeah. So everybody just watch your toilets. And then a quick reminder for everybody. I'm just looking at the CDC.
Yep.
How can I protect myself from a lightning strike? While inside during a thunderstorm, stay off corded phones because, those things still exist. Cell phones and cordless phones are okay. Do not use computers or electronic equipment. Stay out of the shower and away from other plumbing. This includes avoiding washing dishes. Stay away from windows or doors. If outside during a thunderstorm, seek shelter immediately. Do not lie on the ground or seek shelter under a tree.
Mm-mm. If there's a tornado, you hide in a ditch.
I think so.
Yeah, that's what you do.
So yeah, just be careful. And we're getting into the warmer time of the year for this podcast recording. So, safe to say that just be careful because lightning can strike, tornadoes can happen, high winds can also happen too. Oh, wow. Now I'm actually scrolling down. It says, does lightning ever strike the same place twice? And they say, yes, lightning can strike the same place twice. In fact, lightning often strikes the same place repeatedly, especially a tall, pointy, isolated object. The Empire.
Well, I guess in some buildings they do have like spots like lightning sticks, or I don't know what they're called.
Yeah, lightning
places
rods.
Lightning rods. There he is. That they actually want the lightning strike. So I guess that does make sense.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, just be careful. Make good choices. Be smart.
Always.
Do you think, Matt, people are tired of hearing our Anchor ad?
Yeah, probably. But let's be honest. If it wasn't for Anchor, we would not be doing a podcast.
You're right, Matt. Once again, we have to thank Anchor for helping us continue to make each episode. Y'all know how it works. Anchor is free. It's easy to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer, and distributes your podcast to platforms like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and more.
And you all know that you can make money too, even with the first couple episodes that you start with.
So why haven't you started your own podcast yet? Anchor is everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download the free Anchor app today or go to anchor.fm to get started. That's anchor.fm.
So, Mike, when do you think we'll stop talking about Anchor?
Oh, man, Matt. You know what? To be completely honest, I think we'll be talking about this for a long time.
Yeah, the weather is getting a lot nicer. Today was a nice day. I didn't have to wear a pullover going into or out of work. Big day. But with that warmer weather, doesn't always bring all joy to the world. So let's get into a little down in the dumps. Mike, I'll just start with mine. So yes, the weather is nice and I'm enjoying it. There's a lot of things that I want to do in the summer. However, we're now almost the middle of May. I don't know how this has happened. And there's so much that I want to do this summer that I'm starting to realize that I'm not going to have enough time to do everything this summer. And that's kind of, it's not easy to make the decision of, do I go to the beach this day? But I haven't touched the golf club yet. Or I haven't gone to like a festival or anything this summer. So like a lot of tough choices of things sacrifices you have to make during the summer. Especially I work basically every other weekend and every other week late at night. So a lot of tough choices on what I'm going to be doing this summer and things that just aren't going to happen. So, and vacations, day trips to amusement parks and so many things.
Interesting speculation.
Yeah.
So you already went to the beach, so you can just check that off right now.
We went for a day and it was like 50 degrees on the beach.
Whose fault was that went 50 degrees? You could have done something differently.
We had nothing else to do that day. So we're like, let's just drive to the beach. Let's just walk the boardwalk. Saw some friends. We're definitely doing more day trips to the beach.
Could have picked up a golf club.
No, it was too cold for that.
For 50 degrees?
It was a little windy that day too.
What's colder, 50 degrees by going to the beach or going golfing?
Well, in our defense, it was sunny at the beach.
Okay.
It was a little nice. It was also very windy, too windy for golf. Ball was just going to be flying all over the place.
Excuses I'm hearing.
No. I do. It is really itching. That's my other down in the dumps. I just haven't touched the golf club yet this year. And I'm dying to. I'm actually going to get April out on the golf course a little bit this year.
She ever play golf?
Nope.
Oh, perfect.
I believe her family might have clubs, which is positive.
Because wait, you swing lefty. She swings righty.
Yep. Yep. And I told her, hey, the worst is if you don't like it that much, you can just drive the cart. And she's cool with that. So
and drive me home.
Yes, exactly. I think I've mentioned this before. My uncle's rule of golf. Yeah.
Something like if you're. Oh wait, go ahead. Remind me again.
Yeah, if I haven't said this on the podcast,
You have.
here,
I just can't remember it.
I'm gonna. Yeah. So you always take beer with you or buy beer there.
Right.
You don't start with a beer. You start a hole or two. If you start playing well, don't have a beer. You don't want to mess you up. If you start playing bad, at least you got beer. A wise man.
A wise man. I have to mention, speaking of wise man, did you see a wise man tweet the other day?
I did.
Did you know he did it incorrectly?
Did he?
Wasn't his forte?
I'm gonna have to look.
His formatting was a little off, if you ask me.
Well, a little rusty.
A little rusty. I get it.
I think it's the thought that counts.
It is. It was nice to see the return of it. However, it was a little rusty.
That's okay. I think we'll give him a pass.
Okay, we'll give him a pass. So
that's all I got. That's what I'm down in dumps about this week.
I feel like you're not that sad.
No, I'm really not that sad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I got a couple.
Okay.
A little down in the dumps.
Let it out.
First of all, which is not down
Do you need any tissues?
No, I'm okay.
Okay.
I was like, where's my closest tissues anyway? It's in my bedroom. My first one, I was very fortunate to see my mother on Mother's Day. So I had an opportunity to go home Mother's Day weekend, enjoy the time with my family, with little Chucker Pup, Charlie, Trent. That's about it. Who's at the household at the moment?
happy belated Mother's Day to all you mothers out there listening to this.
All your mothers and mommies out there and nurturing care people. So the first night I got there, it was Friday night. My parents, catching up. Oh, how are you? I was like, things are going. It's going. Living the dream.
Yep.
And all of a sudden they started talking about their cruise that they went on. I remember mentioning a couple episodes back, my parents were going on a cruise. It was a surprise 30th anniversary extravagant extraction. So yeah, good for them. They gave me a really nice long sleeve shirt. There's Mexico on my left sleeve, and Cozumel. I always forget the name of it. Cozumel. Yes.
I don't know what it is.
That's okay. Arriba. So got this. I think it's going to be a nice indoor shirt. It's nice and dry fit. It's beautiful. It's lovely.
Looks nice.
Thank you. What I didn't like was the fact that they were showing me all these things on the cruise that were so nice. I thought to myself, how many more days am I until my own vacation?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. They were just, the amount of drink, like literally every other picture that my mom showed was a picture of a drink. And I'm like, like to be just carted around. And, I'm so glad, there was some, it was a roller coaster, but more so ups than downs. But it was just so I was like jealous. I know I was. And I'm like, oh man, like, why? Why are you telling me all this stuff? Like,
vacations are the best.
And granted, I'm super happy that my parents went. Like, I am not dissing and discounting my parents' vacation. They deserve it. But I'm just sitting there like, damn. Like, I could go for a drink right now. I mean, I already had a drink in my hand when we were talking, but I was like, just to be able to sit on the boat and have a drink and then just be kept continuously being fed, because that was the other thing too. You were at like halfway through your drink, they brought you another one. Like, damn. Like, that's how quick it was going. But yeah, yeah. So that was my parents' way of sharing their vacation with me, but it's like, I can't wait till mine.
That's a hell of an Easter.
Yeah. My second one, good news, bad news. I got myself a new backpack.
Okay.
The down in the dumps portion of this thing is the fact that I've been trying to find a way to carry all my stuff that I keep in my laptop bag and then include a camera in it efficiently. This is also due in part to me going on a conference soon that I usually like wearing a backpack instead of a laptop bag. So
I agree.
I digress. And also it's going to be able to keep my camera in my backpack. It's just weird because I've been carrying a laptop bag for the past, God, I think it was since 2017. So 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 20. 6 years. 6 years I've been using a laptop bag. And I think I've had two versions. I've had three. I've had three different types of laptop bags. So I'm kind of crossing fingers that this one will work out. This one will definitely work out for vacation, but I'm trying to integrate it where it's my work backpack now. Like instead of my laptop bag, it's my work backpack. So I'm like trying to figure out where to put my cords. I'm trying to figure out, do I really need to put this in my bag anymore? Considering I've never seen it in a long time, but you never know if it's a good thing or bad thing. But neither here nor there. So yeah, it's a weird transition that I'm dealing with. I was it's so stupid. It's so stupid, but you're used to something for so long, and now you're trying to work in a new way of your life. And yeah,
I think it's reasonable. I have two different backpacks. One that I also do try to keep for like my personal things, and others for like when I go to April's house or when I go to work for it. And then sometimes I'll just mix and match them, and I forget which one I take to which. And then I leave one cord in one bag and I can't find it. And it takes me like a day to remember that I put it in that backpack and not this one. It's a whole mess. So I totally understand.
And then my last down in the dumps, I had three.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. Depressing. Is college TikTok.
Okay.
I have been seeing more than I did last year and the year before. People talking and joking about how colleges and universities they're graduating from are asking them to make a gift to support the institution.
Those sons of bitches.
They're f***ing kids.
I'm at the universities for sons of bitches. I got them.
You, Matt. There is an extreme lack of education, even though they are graduating with a degree. There's an extreme lack of education in understanding how business works and how society works and, how operations work. I think in due, it comes from the fact that their parent or guardian is responsible for most of the financial talks / decisions being made as far as attending a university or a college. And I think our young adults need to take advantage of actually seeing how much things cost and understanding why it costs so much.
It's fair. Yeah, I see both sides. I understand why they come where they come from, and I understand why universities need to ask for money because things do cost a shit ton. We've seen gas prices. I mean, in this economy, you kidding me? Yeah, I think you got a fair point.
Because even those individuals that are trying to make a joke about it, there are other people going to see that TikTok and then, or Instagram reel or Facebook post, whatever, Twitter tweet. They are of course going to transpire to that. And I'm dealing with an uphill battle because I'm in a department that always deals with that uphill battle. But it just seems very often that I'm more frequently seeing those types of posts now. And yeah, I'll even call them out. Kids from Michigan State University. So first of all, you went to a state school. Second of all, Michigan State University for the past spring semester and fall semester offered $2.19 billion in scholarship. So if you divide it up by the undergraduate course of 38,000 individuals, everybody should have received, if it was evenly dispersed, they should have received $560,000 in financial aid and scholarship.
That's crazy.
So nobody is going to I don't know too much about Michigan State, but in most cases, scholarships are available. No one pays for the entire price tag, but state schools offer less financial aid and scholarship because it's a state school compared to a private institution
Mhm.
where a similar institution that both you and I know, 9 out of 10 students receive some type of financial aid or scholarship.
Right.
So yeah, you shouldn't have went to a state school because you probably had to take out more loans, and you probably had to take out private loans because you weren't qualified for state loans. And that is your decision. That is your decision of going to college. That is not anyone else's decision. So yes, they are going to ask you for a gift, but it's your choice that you are taking those loans out to get an education.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Go auctioning.
I'm done.
Well said.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, well, that was well said. And we will move on to our final segment of the show. It is everybody's favorite. It's Take It. All right. Not really. You don't really have to pick a side here, but this is a fun little topic that we can discuss. Mike, if you were given the chance to be reincarnated into any animal of your choice after you die, what are you choosing?
Oh,
Yeah.
now a little bit of context here. Till this day, I still don't know about the Take It segments until Matt tells me right then and there.
Correct.
But Matt was actually searching for some of them last night when we were on the pre-pod of the after-pod. So I was very curious to know what this response was going to be.
This is
Any
a tough one.
animal. This is tough.
I think the easy answer, I'm not saying this is my answer.
A dog?
The easy answer is to say a dog just because everybody loves dogs. But I think there's probably a cooler option out there.
So I hate to get all philosophical and nitpicky about this.
Mm-hmm.
So when you say reincarnated,
Yeah.
do I still have a sense of what I was previously before my reincarnation?
Let's say yes.
Oh, that makes things even worse. Not worse in like, just the whole scenario, but your experience.
Yeah, I mean, we just take it. We can make it whatever scenario we want. So in this scenario, yes, you do have past recollection of being a human.
My dream, which is obviously my favorite animal in the whole entire world, is a whale shark.
Okay.
I would just love to be a whale shark. I don't know I forget the life expectancy. Which I'm going to figure that out right now. I want to be a whale shark. Okay. Oh, it is estimated that whale sharks may live to over 100 years of age.
Okay. That's pretty cool.
Life well lived.
Good swimmer.
Yeah. And I don't think whale sharks have that many predators.
I would say no.
If I think about it, I don't think they have a whole ton.
I think they probably are a predator.
They only eat krill.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Swim away. Yes, I definitely want to be a whale shark. Let's just say for funsies, I would say a lion.
You know what? That's a pretty good choice. That's a good one. Again, not too many predators against it. Or Sperl McGraw.
There's a goddamn cougar in the car.
Lion's a good choice. Everybody likes lions. I'm going to throw a great one out there. I think this is probably my answer. Who hates penguins?
Oh, dude, a penguin?
Being a penguin would be sick.
You would look totally fly every freaking day.
Yeah.
Because you'd be in a tux every day.
Yeah. And who hates a penguin? Have you ever met anyone that didn't like penguins? Not me. There's people out there that don't like dogs. People out there that don't like cats. I've never met one person that says, I don't like penguins.
I think you're right, Matt.
Yeah.
I feel like another one I would be too would definitely be one of those deep sea. I'm thinking ocean, man. Those like deep sea fish that are down there.
Mm-hmm.
Like just to be down there all by your lonesome in the dark.
My only problem with some of the ocean animals is that it's a good chance you just get eaten.
Right.
Which On this flip side, if you're already reincarnated, you just come back as another fish.
Yeah.
Does the cycle repeat? Who knows? I think a cheetah would be pretty cool, just because you get to run fast.
Fast.
Yep. What are those cool ones would there be?
An alligator
Yeah,
or crocodile.
yeah. Most people are probably scared of you. That's a good one. I wouldn't have thought of that. Giraffes would be cool.
I'm a
Like,
giraffe.
hey, can you grab that for me? It's like, oh yeah, sure, here you go.
Get into neck wars.
What would be some bad ones?
An ant.
Yep. Cat.
Why cat?
I'm
I
in a
feel
war.
like.
I'm in a war right now with April's cat.
Oh. How so?
Well, Tibbs is his name.
Dibs? Like dibs on that?
Tibbs.
Tibbs. Tits?
Tibbs. Tibbs.
Oh.
Sergeant Tibbs is actually his real name. Tibbs. So he doesn't like me too much and gives me some sass, and I try petting him, and he doesn't really take it. So then I thought we had a peace treaty signed. I thought we were good. Woke up, gave him his food, gave him a scoop. He came, got next to me on bed. I'm like, all right, we'll turn in a leaf. So this past weekend, I was in April's room by myself, and Tibbs was in the hallway, and I was like tying my shoe like by the corner of her bed. Tibbs jumped from the hallway into April's room, then jumped onto the bed and just started smacking the shit out of me. Just
Scratching you?
smacking. He's declawed.
Oh, okay.
I should throw that out there.
Oh, that is good.
Yes.
Oh.
No, he smacks you. Like I'll walk by him in the hallway and he'll just start like smacking my leg. He does that to everybody, but he does it to me every single time. So now I'm in war with Tibbs.
Okay.
And it's a battle that I'm struggling. Not winning right now. That's for sure.
Do you know how to pick up a cat? Like if it's really annoying you?
I don't think that would end well for me.
It actually would end okay for you.
I don't think you know Tibbs. Tibbs is an asshole.
I'm a cat whisperer here.
Cats don't like me.
But what you need to do is if it keeps smacking you, you're on the bed, all you got to do, and like if nobody's ever dealt with cats before, everybody's going to think I'm a psychopath, but it actually works. The back of their neck. Yeah. You need to grab the back of their neck. Like don't grab the neck, grab the fur. That's grab the skin.
Twist it.
Grab the skin of the back of their neck and then just pull up. What that'll do is it'll actually stop them because it is inherited in them when they were babies with their mother. Their mother would always carry them like that by the mother's mouth. I've picked up multiple cats like that. Bad ones, good ones, better ones. I think I even purposefully, like I'll like, don't just stand there and hold them by their skin of their neck, like cradle it a little bit, but you might establish some dominance, man. And I think that's what you're looking for. You know, I think out of the two of you, you're being the one and he's being the more dominant one over there.
Oh, he absolutely is. So he also, whenever I stay over now, he stopped covering his shit in litter box and it just stinks. Yeah.
He's acting like his shit don't stink.
He tries to cover it up and he misses like the shit. And then April has to go in and fix it. It's kind of funny.
Kind of funny.
Yeah, it is. Cut that out, please.
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to. Nobody listens this far in the podcast anyway, Matt.
Right, that's fact. Yeah. So yeah, I'm in a war with Tibbs.
Okay.
I'll keep you guys updated on how it goes.
Warlog day 17. Yeah, I mean, cats, depending on what it is. Spiders.
Yeah.
Spiders are fun if you're hiding, but if you're out in the open and you see humans, I don't know, worms?
No.
I don't think so.
I'm going to say porcupines.
Why?
I feel like everyone's going to be afraid to touch you. As they should be.
I mean, I would kind of be okay with that, but
I don't know. I think porcupine would be a little underrated. Possum. Who likes
Yeah.
possums? Like they
Raccoons.
raccoons. Yeah, no good.
Not so good.
Trash pandas. You know what would be a great one that I just thought of?
Yeah.
Kangaroo.
Oh my God. Yes.
Yeah. That'd be sick. Just have a little pocket you just put like your child in.
How buff they get.
Yeah.
How big they puff out their chest.
And you could just hop around and kick the shit out of people. Like literally kick this shit out of people.
Literally.
Yeah, kangaroos would be sick.
I wouldn't be offended or disappointed if I was a horse.
I think that's fair.
I wouldn't mind that.
Shout out to
The horses in the back.
the horses in the back. What the hell's the name of the horse that just won the Kentucky Derby?
Go ahead, sport guy.
Damn it. That's gonna bug me. We'll get to it later.
Okay.
Yeah, a horse I think would be a good one. I think people like horses.
What about a cow?
Yeah,
I think a cow would be
it's
fun.
good until you get tipped over.
Hey, when does that happen?
People go cow tipping all the time.
Okay.
It's a thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
What do you think of a fox?
Yes, because I'd finally know what does a fox say.
It's a good point. That's a good one. Didn't think of that one. Yep. Walked into that one, folks. Yeah.
What about an owl?
Who?
Who? Who?
Bald
Who?
eagle.
America.
Right. Enough said.
Enough said.
I don't think a zebra would be cool.
Yeah.
I think that's too easy of a target.
All nice and classy, but then you'll get a little thrashy
Mhm.
with your predator.
Oh, dolphin. You're super smart.
Yeah.
Manatees.
Dolphins, man.
Do you know what a porpoise is?
We said this a couple
Did
weeks
we?
ago.
Shit.
I said, I don't know, but I'm not saying that on porpoise.
God. How did I walk into that twice? Yeah, I'm just thinking back to a dolphin because I need to be a lot smarter.
I think it's not a Komodo dragon. That's what it is. That
Interesting.
lizard.
Interesting. Chameleon. Just camouflage yourself.
If it was a dog, I'd live a short life, definitely. But I've learned that these dogs are called Leonbergers. It's a different type of dog breed. Have you ever heard one of those, Matt?
I not once in my life.
So it is literally looks like a bear. Like it looks
Oh.
like a bear. They only live to about like 7 to 8 years of a lifespan. Beautiful. I mean, we saw this at a brewing company when Jen and I went. This thing was massive. Like it literally covered about like it covered a table. It just was. It was so cool. I asked about it, and it was so nice. But yeah,
Corgis.
I would go with a German Shepherd in my opinion.
Love corgis.
Mm-hmm.
The ass. Oh,
Thick dump truck.
that thick. Thick 30.
Man.
I think we hit all the good ones.
I think we did, and I think
Yeah.
we hit all the bad ones.
Mm-hmm.
Any type of insect. Sloth, I'll throw that in a bad category.
Yeah, sloths can be nasty though.
Yeah, but you're vulnerable. You're so vulnerable.
Yeah, you sleep all the time.
I don't like an eel. I don't think that'd be fun.
That'd be gross.
Be weird.
Goldfish would suck.
Especially like carnival goldfish.
Yeah, just getting ping pongs thrown at you the whole lifespan.
And then being taken home in a plastic bag, and then dying 2 weeks later because they just didn't take care of you, or you had a life expectancy way before it. So
Yeah, it's tough.
it's crazy. Well, Matt, I think that concludes a Take It.
Mm-hmm.
you can let us know if you're listening. You're like, you know what, you forgot this, or you know what, I would disagree with you on being a corgi. I think I'd hate to be a corgi. Let us know on our social media, our Facebook, our Instagram, or Twitter. You can find all that social media at solo.to/funnybusiness. Mr. Matthew.
Yep.
What is your unique advice to the
My
good people of the funny business world?
unique advice. So shout out to Rich Strike, the horse that won the Kentucky Derby. Came out of nowhere to win out of nowhere. Steroids, maybe. People are asking. So my advice today, since Rich Strike was 80-1 odds to win the Kentucky Derby, don't ever give up. Anything is possible. We probably will never see another upset like this in horse racing or in sports in general. I mean, could you imagine like putting down $10 on this horse? You won $800.
Really?
Like that's it's
That was
80
the
to
bet?
1 odds.
Holy
80
crap.
to 1 odds. So if you put that to $10, you win $800. It's insane. We've never seen a long shot like this before. So don't ever give up on your dreams. And if you want to do something, make it happen.
Just do it.
Just do it. Just
Shia
do
LaBeouf.
it.
Hate to bring up one last segment.
Yeah.
What do you think of the fan altercation between Chris Paul and his family?
Breaking news. The fan has been banned from this arena till 2023.
Holy shit.
I think, again, I've said this before, as a giant sports fan myself, we are not entitled to say whatever you want to say to your players or try to throw anything at a player. Just because you can afford to sit that close to the court or the ice or the field does not mean you can do the right to do anything you want, because yes, they're athletes. They're still human beings. And while we're on the subject, the Phoenix Suns have just forgotten how to play basketball. It's a whole mess. Back to Chris Paul. It's sad that you have to harass the fans or a player's family. If you want to yell something at the player, fine, whatever. You're allowed to yell things to a degree, but there's no need for physical violence. We don't need another Malice at the Palace. There's no room in that in life. No room for that in sports or life in general.
I appreciate that feedback.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I just was curious. I was actually watching a TikTok before. I was watching that TikTok before he came on the recording. So I was like, wonder how that's going. So, but never give up. Do that thing you want to do. Put that thing back where it came from.
Never going to give you up. Never going to let you down. Never going to run around. Desert you.
Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Unless it's the end of the episode. And until the next time, we'll see you all in the next episode.
Stay safe, everyone.